Hello, hello, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and I am back to show you how the Easter egg dyeing went. I started out with like 8 colors. Some of them got the little color dissolvey things mixed up, and I ended up with this really ugly black color. It wasn't a pretty ivory type black or anything like that. It was just very silty. And so I threw that one out. I had an orange, and it's not here. I don't know what happened to it. I had this blue that looked turquoisey, and then I had this green. Anyway, I had a red and a pink. Now, this is the pink. This, my dears, is the red. So it's very pink. It's a hot pink and a light pink. So I had this beautiful blue. I love it. So let's start, and let's just take a quick look at some of the papers. I have a mosquito bugging me today. He bit me on the hand. I'm very upset with that, because it'll probably get all funky looking. So let me get out of there, baby. Good girl. I did these. I thought that was pretty. Isn't that beautiful? I love the batik type of look in there. It's very, very pretty. So, anyway, you know, they're usable papers no matter what. Oh, look at this one. Isn't that a beauty? So, I'm going to tell you how I did these. Let me get through a few more and show them to you. And then I'll kind of get some out of the way. Look at this one. Oh, so pretty. When I perfect this one, I'm sending it out to somebody special. That's part of that set. There's a moon here, and then some butterflies going around. There's a ribbed piece. Look at this one. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. Oh, I hope you can see these. So pretty. My camera has moved. Why have you moved? It has moved quite a bit. Anyway, here we have this one. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful. I have a lot of very cheap stencils. I bought them from Amazon, and I bought them in packs of 8. They are mostly geometric designs, and this one's very pretty. They just turn out so nice. But anyway, I want to tell you how I did this here. Let me get some of this out of the way. Those feel like they're all dry now. That's a pinky blue. Here is a blue. Not much happened to that one. You can see that there's a little circle in it. So I did this different than I normally do. Usually what I like to do is, let's see, how do I want to do this? How do I want to tell you this? The way I did this batch, I'll tell you how I did this one, then I'll tell you what I normally do. I did this one as a stack and die. That's what I call it. So, by that I mean I got a bunch of papers and I put them in the bottom of a cookie sheet. Because these are food safe dies, I can do that. I put them in the bottom of a cookie sheet, and I did them by 4s to cover the bottom of the big cookie sheets. They overlapped. You can tell that here. And then I poured some dye over the bottom layer, and I layered it about 4 papers to start with. And then what I did was I put a plain paper on top of that, pretending this is plain. And over the top of this, I put a stencil. Let's see if I have one right here. let's see. I do have one here. It's a new one. I haven't used it yet. Let's see. Okay. So, and then I put a plain white piece of paper on top. And on that plain white piece of paper, I put a stencil. And then I spray the top of the stencil with I fill a spray bottle with the different color I'm using. I only had one spray bottle this time, so I had to fill it, use it, and then fill it again with another color. So I leave a little bit of dye over in a cup, and if the little things were floating in the bottom that didn't dissolve all the way, I just added a little more hot water to that and made a lighter pink color like this. Super light. So, then I sprayed this. And then on top of that, I would stack a paper. And it's going to pick up a ghost image of this. It will be, the words will be backwards. It'll pick up a ghostly image. And then I'm going to stack more white papers on top of that. Let's just use some paper here if I can find it. That won't work. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Anyway, let's just pretend like this is white. Then I would stack another one and I would spray it. I'm spraying each one. And then I would take another light one. I'd leave it. I wouldn't spray it. And on top of that one, I would put another stencil. Let's see if I have another stencil here. I know I have some new ones. These are Temu stencils. And they are very cheap. But they feel like they're actually going to be pretty good. There's some more. And these are not wide enough really for a piece of paper, but I'm going to just see what they would do anyway when I use them. I bought cheap stencils specifically for this kind of dyeing. Okay, so say I want this to be the old mill. I'm going to put it this way because this is how I'm going to fold my paper. This way. So I would spray that one, and then on top of that I would put my next paper, spray it, next paper, spray it, next paper, leave it, and add another stencil to it. And I would keep doing that until my cookie sheet is full or I run out of dye. Okay, it's a lot of work. It takes a great deal of time. So, now, how I normally do it is I'll grab some coffee dyed papers and we'll just pretend along here. Oh dear, I'm running out of them, that's for sure. I just want some plain dye. Okay. I think these are from Carol or from Emily. Carol at Free Spirit or Emily at Vintage Polka Dot. They both tie them with something like this. It's always extremely nice. I love these. Okay, so say that we have dipped this one in a coffee dye. I've got a big pan full of coffee. Hot coffee dye. If you want to neutralize it, you'll need to put in, what do I do? I think I put in a tablespoon of baking soda. And I stir that in. You don't want to do too much, and you got to make sure that it's hot and then it kind of melts in there. Otherwise, your paper is going to get kind of sooty feeling. Okay, so that kind of neutralizes it. So in my pan with my hot coffee, I dip this. And then I have a table sitting out on my patio, and I lay all of these papers all the way down my table, and I think it's three wide and 5 to 6 long. 6 papers long, 3 wide. So then on top of each paper, I go through and I put stencils on every one. And then I spray that with some more coffee dye, and I let them dry, normally all by themselves, or 2 to 3 at a time, stacked here, because you'll get ghost images in the layers below. I will let those kind of dry in the hot sun. If you let them dry too much, they're going to get really crisp. So you need to pull them before they get super dry. And go ahead and fit this to the ghost image below, and then let it dry. Okay? So then I pull up all of those papers, 3 by 5 or 6, whatever it is, and I lay down my next batches of coffee dyed paper. I dip it in my coffee. It's okay, now the coffee's cooling down. And then I go through and I put some more stencils down and I spray them, and I just keep doing that over and over again until I get how many ever I'm dyeing. That's normally how I do it. Now, I will say that is the best way I've found to do it. I like that method. It's very time consuming. It doesn't matter though, they're all very time consuming. You know, if you're going to take the time to dye papers, whether it's Easter egg dye or coffee dye or whatever, just know it is going to take some time. And you're going to be tired. You might be a little cranky. I didn't get cranky, but I did get very tired. So I ended up with lots of pink out of this. And if you have any questions about the dyeing, let me know. I don't film it because I would have to take my camera up here, and it's a video camera. And I'd have to take it outside. I'd have to take the plugs and all the equipment, and it's just too much work. I could film a little bit of it with my phone probably. So here we are. These are the pinks and reds, and they are mixed together. Now, because of the way I did these, the stack really high, they got wrinkles and they didn't take very well. They need to be nice and flat on a flat table. If you're using one of those white tables that has a little bumpy bumps in it, you might put a plastic tablecloth on the base. That makes it, especially if there's a design in it, because then you get a design on the back as well as the front. It makes it a lot smoother for the paper to sit there. So we're not going to go through all of these. We're just going to go through some. Some got kind of a good ghosty print on them. This is one that sat underneath some others. And some took very nice rose pictures and leaves. There's another one. Geometrics. Just, it's pretty paper. There's no doubt about it. It's beautiful paper. So that is a lot of the what the pinky looks like. Now, ones like this, if I don't want to use them like this, I'll just iron them. And not only will they straighten out a little bit, but they will get super soft. When they're ironed, they feel great. Now, if you over iron them and get them too hot, they're going to get crisp. And they'll probably crunch and break. And then I got some really super light ones. Isn't that funny? That you'd get some so dark and some so light and some so perfect. Look at this one. It's just a geometric shape. Kind of an Art Nouveau look. I do love this pink. I love this pink over the avocado dye pink. Avocado dyeing to me is, forgive me everybody, to me it's a little overrated. It takes a great deal of time to cook up all those peels, and it's a great way to do it, but man, look at this pink as opposed to the pink in the avocado dye. It's a big difference. So anyway, some of these were supposed to be red and some were pink, but you can see that they all end up in shades of pink. No shades of gray down here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a blue pink. That is because I still had blue in my spray bottle as I was spraying this. And so when it finally got to the pink, it was a pink blue. I'll throw it over there with the blue. Real lights. Kind of the orangey color. I love it. I mean, it's very pretty. And then some really light pinks. Here's another one that was beginning spray bottle. And it had blue in it, and this is where it started coming out pink. Can you see all the circles in that? It is so pretty. I wish I could get it to show you what it looks like. Yeah. So, anyway, that is those. So I have plenty of pink. Let's move these over. Oh, look at that. Pretty rose in there. This was the yellow. Did I show this to you already? I don't know. I love the way it sounds. It's not crisp, it's soft paper. Now, this is only, this is a cheaper paper, and it's only about a 20 pound or whatever you call that. It's not very heavy. It's a copy paper, plain copy paper. Here's this one. Isn't that beautiful? Shooting stars and the moon. I think it goes this way because these are hanging down from the moon. So pretty. And I didn't get too many of this color. There wasn't a lot of the yellow dye. I don't know why. It just didn't make up like the rest. And then we have, I showed you the green or not? I don't know. Isn't that pretty? Got some beautiful designs in some of them. So this is mostly just playing around for me this weekend. And I don't need a lot of designs in mine anyway. But it was just fun. It was nice to use up all that Easter egg dye. That is for sure. Look at that one. Isn't that pretty? We had a lot of it left over, and it was great to use it. And it was fun. I was exhausted, but it was a lot of fun. Anyway, these will make some nice little envelopes, and I don't know, whatever. That one's still a little damp. So, we need to let it dry some more. So, that is what I have for my Easter egg dyeing weekend. I don't know how many papers I did. It was a pack of 500 sheets of paper. So I probably have a couple hundred there. So anyway, you may see some of that pink on Etsy. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. But on the next hot day we get here, I will be doing coffee dyeing. And I will be doing the second method I was talking about, where you dip the paper in the coffee dye in the pan, that's in the pan, and I'll lay them all out on a table, put stencils on them, spray, and sometimes I will double stack those and triple stack and stack. But mostly I will let them dry because they dry so quickly that way. And then do my next batch. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Let me show you these Temu's things that I got. Let's just bring that right back over here. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? Fly to the, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Who knows? We don't know. Anyway, it's supposed to be a big receipt. Dollars, there's dollars, memo. To the order of, I think that's supposed to be FYI, not FIY. I don't know. Maybe you see it. I'm not seeing it. Anyway, date. Date is, oh, that's an A. Pay. That's a PAY. Pay to the order of, and this is date. Okay, so we got that figured out. Okay, this one is the Old Mill, Antiques and Curiosities, 2 blocks. Let me get this just right. Isn't that cool? And this one is produce, hand-picked produce. Definitely worth it to get these off of Temu, especially if you can get them on a special. I think I paid $1.89 for packs of these. These were all in a big pack. 8, I think. I paid $1.89 for them. They're perfect stencils. They're a little light, but they're perfect for coffee dyeing paper. Here's another one. What's it say? Relax, recharge, restore, bed and breakfast. Soft, warm beds, fresh home cooking. We're glad you were here. Cool. We're glad we're there too. Here is this one. Daily wine tasting. Uncork and unwind. Now, it's a little big for the paper, but it'll still be good. Here's this one. Ice Cream Parlor. Shakes, cones, sundaes. 25 cents per scoop. Homemade, fresh since 1854. Bakery. Happiness is homemade. Flower market. Open daily, locally grown. And I bought this kind specifically so that I could put them on this, center them on the paper and put the dye, so it would look like there's an actual sign in there. Hey, you, stop chewing on plastic. That's my cat. Genuine, premium quality, Bumble and Company. Sweet, pure, local. And Mercantile, I believe. Trading Company. Clothing, odds and ends. Family owned since 1842. This was a single die. It was very cheap. I think I paid 89 cents for it. So now, something like this, if I have a couple of small stencils, I might put one on this side and one on this side, something like that. And so it will, you know, the paper will get a couple different things on it. So there's that one. Now here's another pack, and some of this may be a repeat of those, but I wanted to get the rest of these some more of this size. So here is soda fountain, old-fashioned friendly service. Here is pharmacy. Here is, let's see, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8 of them I got in this pack. Bicycle shop. So if you want to do coffee dyeing like this, this is definitely the way to get your stencils. Oh, candies, fudge, and lollipops. Yum. Main Street General Store. So you can see there's a lot of great designs. And Theater Lounge. Enjoy the show. Fresh herbs, oregano, rosemary, basil, and thyme, hand-picked, open daily, organic. And don't forget your antiques and collectibles, open daily, flea market, buy, sell, and trade. Oh boy, we'd all love that flea market, wouldn't we? Oh yes, we could get a lot of goodies there. So that is all I have for today. Thank you for joining me, and I so appreciate you being here. I hope you all took a look at my short video that I did on the coffee dyeing. And I'll try and take you with me a little bit further into the other coffee dyeing. So I'll see you at the next video. I hope you all have a great day. I feel blessed that you're all here. And I am so happy to have all of you. See you soon.